So you're obviously delighted to be here again and promoting this very big event for us.
Yeah, being the ambassador for the Cricket World Cup, for somebody who was actually offered to the game, over 20 years, 2 decades, it's fantastic to be on the side, still giving back to the sports as well. And after missing out, West Indies missing out on the 50th over World Cup, I think this is a perfect opportunity, for the West Indies team to give the Caribbean people something to cheer about. We really and truly need you guys to come out and support the team 100%. I know it's actually in the States as well, but we're more focused on our side, which is the Caribbean. We're going to need the fans to come out, so grab your tickets, grab your fans. Hopefully they allow it in the stadium as well, and you can make a lot of noise and root for the guys as well. We are coming off a historic win in Australia as well, so we can't take away the fact, that can give us a bit of momentum, going into the World Cup. The youngster Shamar Joseph, was fantastic in that game as well. And overall, all West Indian fans around the world is actually proud, for what you have achieved and to be able to actually win that test match as well. So it's a T20 World Cup. I was a part of the first one here in the Caribbean as well. I was a captain at the time, but it's a different scenario right now. And led by Rahman Powell, we have a great squad, and I see no reason why we can't execute and make it to the final. And once West Indies get to the final with the Barbados wicket, it will actually be in our favor. It doesn't matter who is the opponent in that particular final. But once we get to that milestone, I'm sure we're going to lift the cup for a third time.
Do you think playing in the Caribbean will give us some sort of advantage? The smaller grounds, people like Rahman Paul and Poran may miss it, some sixes. You think that playing on the small grounds in the Caribbean will help our boys?
It will help our boys for sure. We are 6 hitters, as a lot of people actually, pretty much brand us as just hitting a lot of sixes, a lot of boundaries, but at the same time as well, smaller boundaries go for the same the opponents as well. It's not just for us as well, and they have just as good for quality players, just like the West Indies guy. You mentioned a few key players, Nicholas Pooran. It's good to have back Andre Russell as well. I see Rutherford in the squad. We're going to need the likes of Ed Maya, the experience of Jason Older as well, and as I mentioned, the captain Rahman Powell. So these guys have a big part to play, in order to actually win, the T20 World Cup. We're not going to write off any opponents, and we're not going to take anybody for granted, but we're going to play some very, very passionate cricket, some hardcore T20 cricket, and we know what T20 brings to the table as well, and any particular day, any team can beat any team. It doesn't matter the balance of the team, but, one player with the bat, one player with the ball, can just give his team a victory and that particular moment as well. So,
if you were selecting team, would you wish Shamar Joseph? You seem to be sweet on him.
You know what? In T20 cricket, you need a outburst fast bowler. In T20 cricket, you definitely need an outburst fast bowler who got that bit extra zest, who can actually, they will go for runs, but those guys will actually give you wicket, and they can pick up early wickets as well. As a captain, you have to know how to use those guys, and it's only 4 overs, so they can actually come and give you 2 quick, rapid, fire fast bowling, and then hopefully get some wickets. But even T20, you do need an outburst fast bowler. It definitely bring a different chemistry, within the bowling attack, and a very good option to have, in a team as well.